pertama, majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Lee Kim Shin, Menteri Pengangkutan Sarawak, iaitu pengerusi Jawatankuasa Perhubungan Parlimen Miri Sibuti untuk menyampaikan ucapan beliau. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya
让我们掌
mempersilakan.
声欢迎拿督斯里李景胜上来的交通部部长，以及我们梅里斯乌地国会联委会主席到台上来为我们致辞。
Terima kasih kepada saudara dan saudari pengacara majlis. Selamat malam, salam sejahtera, 新年快乐，大家晚上好。The Right Honourable Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Haji Abang Abdul Rahman Johari bin Tun Datuk Haji Abang Haji Jumani Tuanku Haji Bujang, Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Second Minister for Natural Resources and Urban Development and Minister for International Trade, Industry and Investment. Yang berbahagia Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Josh Chan, Honorary President of SUPP, and yang berbahagia Datin Petinggi Puan Sri Datuk Wira Lorna Inan Mulun, Acting Sarawak Secretary Dato' Sri Dr. Muhammad Abdullah bin Haji Zaidul, the Honorable Dato' Sri Haji Julaihi bin Haji Narawi, Minister for Utility and Telecommunications Sarawak, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting, the Deputy Minister for Tourism and also Secretary General SUPP, Yang Berhormat Datuk Gerawat, Deputy Minister and the Prime Minister's Department, Yang Berhormat Datuk Adam Yee, Mayor of Miri and the Adun for Pujut, as well as the Publicity and Information Secretary of SUPP, Yang Berusaha Councillor Jeffrey Pang Siafong, the Organizing Chairman of SUPP Chinese New Year Dinner tonight, Yang berbahagia Datuk-Datuk dan Datin-Datin, representative from component parties of GPS, media friends, saudara-saudara dan saudari-saudari sekalian. Allow me first to say a few words in Mandarin. 各位大家新年好。首先，我要祝愿大家新年快乐。 新年行好运，身体健康，事事如意，平安喜乐，万事如意。今晚因为时间的关系，我会用英文的讲稿，不过这个讲稿已经翻译去华文，各位可以在荧幕呢看到这个翻译的这个华文的我的讲稿。 On behalf of SUPP Miri Sibuti Parliamentary Liaison Committee, I wish to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to our Sarawak Premier Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Haji Abang Johari and Yang Amat Berbahagia Datuk Amah Haji Jumani for the kind presence tonight to grace our 2025 Chinese New Year celebrations tonight in spite of their hectic schedule. Yang Amat Berhormat, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In the last few days, Sarawak has been facing flooding in a number of places. Miri is also affected not only by flood in the city and suburbs, but also by several landslides. A landslide tragedy occurred at Kampong Lereng Bukit, where 5 of the residents perished. All 5 bodies of victims have been recovered. Our heartfelt sympathy and deepest condolences to the families of the 5 deceased. May their soul rest in peace. During my visit to the Kampong Operations Room Center, I've discussed with the Miri resident and the Miri police chief and proposed to evacuate all the residents in the high-risk areas to temporary evacuation center. They have all been evacuated later in the day of the incident that happened. In view of the tragedy and the hardships faced by the people in the flood disaster areas, we have decided to cancel our entertainment program tonight. Our thoughts and prayers are fully with those who are affected by the floodings and landslides. We pray that the torrential rainfall will be over soon and all those affected will be able to return to the normal routine. We apologize for the sudden change of the celebration program tonight. Let us unite in solidarity and compassion, supporting one another as we navigate this ordeal together. This afternoon, our Premier personally went to look at the landslide at Kampong Lereng Bukit. He was briefed by Ketua Polis Daerah on the tragedy. Yang Amat Berhormat is a very caring and compassionate leader. The moment he arrived Miri, his thoughts were already on the landslide victims and the deceased families at the Lereng Bukit. He had also personally visited the 2 victims at the Miri Hospital. Both are recovering. I have also briefed Yang Amat Berhormat Premier on the problems of landslide at Kampong Lereng Bukit, including Kampong Haji Wahid, on the risk of repeated landslides. In previous years, a number of landslides have occurred. The incident that occurred 2 days ago was the 3rd one, and the most serious, involving 9 houses and 5 deaths. In the first incident, there were 4 deaths, and the second one, there were 2 deaths. In view of the high potential risk and to prevent future occurrence and loss of life, I have discussed with Yang Amat Berhormat Premier to look into the possibility of working out a resettlement scheme for the whole kampong. And I'd like to thank Yang Amat Berhormat who has agreed. Next, I think we need to focus on the damaged roads and also on our drainage system. Following the recent serious floods in a number of housing areas and kampongs here in Miri, we need special allocation to repair all the damaged roads and also to improve our drainage system. The cost of repairs will be quite substantial and the fund is urgently needed. I sincerely appeal to Yang Amat Berhormat Premier for his kind approval to allocate the necessary funding for all the repair works and some of the urgent drainage system that need to be upgraded. The JKR Miri and Miri City Council will put up the cost estimates. Ever since taking over the Sarawak leadership role in January 2017, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Paling Tinggi Abang Johari has never failed to attend our New Year celebration dinner, as well as visiting some of our local leaders in spite of his busy schedule. Thank you very much, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier, for your strong support towards SUPP, Miri Sibuti Chinese New Year celebration, and to grace this festive occasion. festival celebrations in Sarawak. Every year in Sarawak, we are able to celebrate various festivals in a joyous and harmonious atmosphere. We are very blessed indeed. Our ngabang, or visiting, is a unique and beautiful way of celebrating festival, such as Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, Gawai Dayak, Deepavali, and Christmas in Sarawak. Regardless of race, ethnic, and religious background, the practice of visiting one another during festive season in Sarawak was a cornerstone of unity that ensured harmony among different races. Sarawak's inclusive policy. The inclusive policy in Sarawak, introduced by Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Dato' Patinggi Dr. Abang Johari, has significantly strengthened unity and harmony among its diverse communities. Notable initiatives such as the annual allocation of Ringgit Malaysia 10 million to independent Chinese schools and recognition of UEC have been well received. While these institutions are primarily Chinese, the students are also predominantly multiracial. In fact, some Chinese primary schools have a higher enrollment of Bumiputra students than non-Bumiputra students. For instance, SJKC Chunghua Tudan has a student population of over 1,300, of which about 71% of whom are Bumiputra students. Similarly, SJKC Chunghua Lutong has more than 50% Bumiputra students. Moreover, the Sarawak government has established a special unit known as Unit 4, which is dedicated to assisting various religious communities in Sarawak. These initiatives exemplifies the spirit of inclusiveness that characterize Sarawak's approach to governance and community building. Based on the Chinese lunar calendar 2025, is the year of the snake. The snake symbolizes wisdom, intuition, and transformation, while offering personal growth and change opportunities. These qualities resonate with Sarawak's journey of growth and development. Just as a snake adapts and evolves, we too must embrace change and innovation. This year presents us with opportunities to harness our collective wisdom, guiding us towards sustainable progress. Let us draw inspiration from the snake's resilience as we work together to ensure Sarawak continues to thrive for generations to come. Under the very experienced, dynamic, dedicated, and consequential leadership of our Premier Yang Amat Berhormat Abang Jo, Sarawak is now entering a new and exciting era. I am using the word consequential leader, not only transformational, but also consequential. By consequential leader, I mean if your actions inspires others to dream more, learn more, motivate to do more, and become more, you are a consequential leader. We are confident that 2025, I don't know, I think the first time we used the word consequential leader. Not only transform. Important thing is inspire others to share your dreams and to make that dream come true. That is very important for a leader. We are confident that 2025 will be another year of continuous growth and progress, creating new milestones. Sarawak, under Premier Yang Amat Berhormat Abang Jo's leadership. And here, I would like to list out the achievement of our Premier. Stepping into the role of Sarawak's 6th Chief Minister in 2017, Yang Amat Berhormat Abang Jo inherited a state facing uncertainties and challenges. He took a bold decision to leave Barisan Nasional and form Gabungan Parti Sarawak, GPS, after 2018 general election, followed by global COVID-19 pandemic, which brought much of the world into a standstill. He led GPS in 2021 Sarawak election and achieved its best ever result, securing 76 out of 82 seats. At the national level, Yang Amat Berhormat Abang Jo guided GPS to secure 23 parliamentary seats in the 15th general election in 2022. At the end of COVID-19, our Premier had come up with a 2030 Post-COVID Development Plan, or PCDS 2030, something no other states in Malaysia or even the federal government has done to turn Sarawak into a high-income and developed status by 2030. Through decisive actions and innovative strategies, he transformed these challenges into opportunities, making a new era of progress for Sarawak. Yang Amat Berhormat Premier focuses on areas he feels should be developed to propel Sarawak ahead. Using that path, we see Sarawak charting its own roadmap on renewable energy, carbon storage, green energy, hydrogen, and methanol. Under his 8 years leadership, we have witnessed progress and positive changes in Sarawak through his implementation of a total of 136 initiatives. He has come up with creative and innovative ideas in developing Sarawak. While some of these initiatives are currently being implemented, most of them have been completed and have benefited the rakyat tremendously. Consistently, he has been pursuing the restoration of Sarawak rights under MA 63 that have been taken away or eroded. A number of successful outcomes have been achieved and remaining ones are actively being pursued. Soon after taking office, Yang Amat Berhormat Abang Jo reorganized Sarawak's economic scope, moving away from its traditional commodity-based industries such as timber and palm oil to renewable, sustainable, and clean energy such as solar, hydro, and hydrogen. This was evident when his administration acquired the mammoth Bakun hydroelectric power dam from the federal government just few months after taking over office. Besides acquiring Bakun hydroelectric power from the federal government, Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Paling Tinggi Abang Jo administration established Sarawak's very own bank, the Development Bank of Sarawak, DBOS, oil and gas entity, the Petroleum Sarawak Berhad Petros, the Sarawak Wealth Future Fund, Bintulu Port, Kuching Urban Transport System, based on autonomous rapid transport, acquiring the majority share of Afin Bank, and taking over Maswing. Additionally, on 14th January, we achieved a remarkable milestone with the first export of methanol to China, with a shipment of 20,000 metric tons leaving the Sarawak methanol complex in Tanjung Kendurong. And of course, not to mention the fact that Sarawak has been able to generate more income from its oil and gas after its imposed Sarawak sales tax on petroleum and petroleum products since 2019. In 2017, Sarawak budget was only 5.928 billion. Last year, Sarawak budget, last year 2024, revenue has surpassed expectation totaling more than 13 billion, more than 1 billion above initial forecast. Building on these successes, the 2025 budget has been raised to 15.8 billion, anticipates a revenue of 14.2 billion in 2025, which is projected to be the highest revenue collection to date. In terms of transport, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier has revolutionized the public transport with the implementation of the autonomous rapid transit system network, which is currently under construction in Kuching. Additionally, Sarawak will have its own airlines and a new Kuching International Airport to provide a much better and seamless air connectivity. A new deep sea port at Tanjung Embang, Semarahan is being planned. The Miri port will also be developed into a deep sea port. These major initiatives by Yang Amat Berhormat are well thought of, well planned, and well executed for the benefits of all Sarawakians. And to ensure everyone will enjoy the fruit of Sarawak's success, Yang Amat Berhormat has set up the Sarawak Sovereign Fund with an initial capital of 8 billion ringgit. This fund will ensure that Sarawak's future generation will have a much brighter and guaranteed future, especially with free education up to tertiary level education by 2026. Setting up Unit 4 as a unit in Sarawak Government Administration and give annual allocation to help other religions in Sarawak is another impressive achievement. A total of 110 million ringgit has been earmarked to assist vital community institutions for 2024, with 90 million ringgit designated for houses of worship and 20 million for mission school. The Sarawak government has increased an allocation for Chinese school, Chinese aided primary schools from 8 million in 2020 to 12 million in 2025, in addition to the 10 million allocated to the Chinese Independent Secondary School. And the latest, our Premier has announced Sumbangan Keperluan Asas Sarawak during last year's Dun sitting, a new financial assistance initiative aimed to alleviate the financial burden of the low-income groups who are most affected by the rising cost of living. The aid ranges from 250 ringgit to 800 ringgit annually according to the recipient's eligibility. And on top of this, our Premier has also given a very special allowance in the form of pocket money. It's like a father giving the son, giving pocket money to our Sarawakian students studying in institutions of higher learning within Malaysia. Now, after having listened to all this achievement of Yang Amat Berhormat's 8 years of leadership as a Sarawak leader here, and this year, in fact, marked his 8th anniversary as a Sarawak leader after taking over from the late Tok Nan. And here, let us all wish Yang Amat Berhormat happy 8th anniversary. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Panggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Januari, our Premier, and may God bless you with good health, wisdom, and strength to continue with your good work in leading Sarawak to attain greater height. And perhaps it will be more appropriate lah, not just clap like that. I think, if you don't mind, let us all rise to give him a big round of applause. 大家可以站起来吗？我们来恭贺我们的总理他的8年的贡献。Well, thank you. I think that's a more sincere way of expressing our heartfelt congratulations and gratitude for our Premier's remarkable achievement for Sarawak. And most important of all, let us stay strongly united and give Yang Amat Berhormat our full support to lead Sarawak. Now, allow me to come to Miri lah. Begin to represent the people of Miri, so I need to say something about Miri. Now, when I talk about Miri, I would like here tonight to highlight on the Greater Miri Plan. Yang Amat Berhormat, allow me now to talk briefly on the Greater Miri Development Plan 2021 to 2030, which position Miri City as an economic hub for Miri Division and Northern Sarawak in particular, and Sarawak in general. In 2019, quite a number of people in Miri, particularly from the business community, expressed their concern on the future of Miri City. They were looking at Bintulu with all the mega projects and so on. They said, very soon Bintulu will overtake Miri. I pun pening kepala. Said, after achieving city status, what's next? So they're asking what's next. So then I met up with Yang Amat Berhormat, our Premier. I said, I am proposing that we have a Greater Miri Plan for Miri. And I briefed him our concern. So when I proposed this, with the support of Yang Amat Berhormat, I sought the help of our Economic Planning Unit Sarawak. Dr. Muhammad is here. He is one of the men also who helped. We draw up this Greater Miri Plan, and we had a 2 days, 2 night lab that was held here in Miri on the 1st and 2nd of December 2020. And it was attended by all our GPS MP and State Assemblymen from the Miri Division. Dato' Grawat also was there. And Dato' Sebastian and our Mayor, YB Dennis, Angi Ngau, Lucas Disman, YB Rosie, all of us were there. Because when we talk about the Greater Miri, we cannot talk about Miri City. We have to talk about the whole Miri Division. Because to support the growth of Miri City, we need the hinterland to support the city. So I've also, after the lab, presented the lab proposals and outcomes to Yang Amat Berhormat in April 2022, when he launched the Miri Smart City program in Miri. So what is the Greater Miri Vision 2030? We can just summarize it in just one paragraph. Greater Miri, the northern gateway to Sarawak, is a thriving, culturally diverse, socially inclusive and connected region with smart, livable urban centers and nature resorts supported by digital and green infrastructure set with a sustainable and economically productive hinterland. Everything covered inside there. Dato' Yang Amat Berhormat, Ayah Berhormat, Dato' Awang tengah our northern region punya leader ini. Tengok ini, he's nodding his head. Setuju, sokong. Yeah, so that's why we are looking at. And this also encompasses the vision of Yang Amat Berhormat, our Premier. So everything is there. And on behalf of the people of Miri, I wish to express my thanks and appreciation to Yang Amat Berhormat Premier of Sarawak for approving a number of projects for Miri which are part of the Greater Miri Plan. It's already ongoing. And let me highlight some of them here. Number one, the recent completion of the Marudi Bridge and the proposed road from Eastwood Valley to Marudi and Long Terawan and Sungai Melinau will help to provide good connectivity between Miri City to the Baram hinterland and Mulu. Two, the implementation of the ringgit 2 billion combined cycle gas turbine, 500 megawatts plant project at Lutong, which will be completed by 2027. Three, last Chinese New Year, our Premier announced a significant ang pao in the form of free bus program in Miri. Following this announcement, my ministry successfully implemented this initiative on October 1st last year, introducing 14 new smart buses to serve the people of Miri. Since the launch of the program, it has received warm response from the local community, We have even observed many parents taking their children on the bus together on weekends, enjoying quality parent-child time. Fourth, the Miri Bus Center project has been completed. It started operation about 2 weeks ago. Fifth, the lorry terminal project planned by the Ministry of Transport is taking shape and now under the tender process. Sixth, in the 2023 Chinese New Year celebration, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier announced a big angpao for Miri when he approved the dredging and construction of a channel at Kuala Baram under Miri Port. And now the project has started and scheduled to be completed within 33 months and hopefully within 2 years. Along with the Miri Port development is the proposed establishment of a free trade zone. Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Amar Wang Tengah, he chaired a meeting on this free trade zone, and this has actually been agreed by the federal government. So once both projects are completed, they have a big economic impact on the development of Greater Miri, and the existing shipbuilding industry will also flourish. You can see just now from the slide, they just started, with the construction of the training bund, one part of it, and you can see the reclamation already, nature reclamation. You can see the part of land already started, reclaimed land. And number 7, Petros has started the Miri onshore oil and gas drilling, and initial results appear positive. Number 8, this is another new proposal. There is a proposed iconic Miri Marina Bridge. YAB has announced the above proposal to the later part of last year. The above proposal has a proposal project, when implemented, it will certainly add another impressive landmark to Miri City. It will also have to improve Miri traffic flow, as the bridge will connect Kampong Pulau Melayu, Miri Golf Club and Lutong to the Miri Marina. On behalf of the people of Miri, we fervently hope that the above project would be implemented this year as another angpao for this year. So I hope that this bridge can be implemented. Already announced, setuju, approved. So we can implement this year, hopefully by next year, end of next year, if we have a good contractor, seperti Tan Sri Ling Chong Ho, mungkin boleh siap dalam tempoh 24 months. And the ninth, and the next one is the Kenyalang Smart City. Now tonight, we are very fortunate and happy to have with us Professor Dong Jinjian from Fudan University. He is also the president of the Institute of Integrative Medicine. He's here with us tonight. And this will be another important component of the Greater Miri Development Plan, which has been approved by the State Planning Authority under Yang Amat Berhormat Premier. It is located next to Curtin University and Desa Senadin. This development plan will also incorporate the Miri Convention Center, a museum, and a performing arts center. The other commercial resorts and other development components are largely private sector driven, which will include Fudan Institutes of Integrative Medicine. The developer will also be bringing in foreign investors. A number of foreign potential investors have already signed MOU in May last year with the developer Imasa Dynasty Sdn Bhd. And lastly, this is the proposed Eco Park. For Yang Amat Berhormat's information, Miri City achieved a historic milestone by setting a new Guinness World Record with the collective contribution of 3,751.8 kilograms of eco bricks. This is a Miri community project launched by the Miri Second-Hand Dealers and Recyclers Association, supported by various schools, non-governmental organizations, corporate bodies, government departments and agencies, as well as the general public. This world title record marks our commitment to the environment, and sustainability on a global stage. This is made possible through the unwavering support and cooperation of the Miri community. I have proposed that we use the eco-bricks to build the green wall of Miri and create an eco park using recycled, repurposed, and green materials at Taman Awam Miri. This will be another unique landmark, green landmark in Sarawak to a sustainable development goals. This proposal was supported by all who took part in getting the Guinness World Record title. We are working on the plans, and I will discuss with Yang Amat Berhormat Premier and seek his kind approval and assistance for the project. And before I conclude, I would like also to record my thanks and appreciation to the organizing committee headed by Councillor Jeffrey Pang Xiaofung from SUPP's Nadine branch for their dedication and hard work in organizing tonight's event. Let's give them a big round of applause. And lastly, I would like also to wish everyone a happy New Year 2025. May this year of the snake bring you happiness, success, and good health. May we continue to strengthen our spirit of togetherness as one big Sarawakian family under the able and consequential leadership of Yang Amat Berhormat Abang Jo to enable Sarawak to achieve high income status by 2030. Thank you.
Majlis merakamkan ribuan terima kasih di atas ucapan yang telah disampaikan sebentar tadi.
非常感谢拿督司理李景胜为我们带来的这一些资讯以及致辞。
Jadi kita teruskan mempersilakan hadirin dan hadirat sekalian untuk menikmati jamuan makan malam mereka ya. Dan sambil-sambil tu jangan bila anda scan, barulah anda boleh menyertai acara yang kedua juga melalui SP ataupun Sarawak Pay. Ini adalah satu kemudahan yang disediakan oleh Kerajaan Sarawak kepada kita. Terima kasih. Apa kata kalau kita bagi tepukan yang paling gemuruh untuk Premier Sarawak kita di atas kemudahan yang telah beliau sediakan untuk kita semua.
那么大家可以继续的享用这个美食。那么在享用美食的同时呢，大家记得，如果刚刚还没扫到这个 SPay 的这个注册码的这个QR 呢，大家可以等一下再扫，我们即将会播放出来。那么还没下载这个 SPay Global 这个 APP 的朋友们呢，立刻马上到你的 App Store、你的 Play Store 里面去下载。那么这个 SPay 呢，是我们沙捞越政府为我们子民们创造的一个非常非常方便的一个支付系统。那么这个是属于我们沙捞越人的一个专利。那么现在呢，就请大家就下载，然后去再扫一扫这个码哈。那么 么你还没扫这个注册码呢，你是不能够参加这个易昂报的这个活动。所以记得这一次将会是我们最后一次展示我们这个注册码。所以还没下载 S Pay 的人，记得。身边的朋友们去聊一聊，了解一下 S Pay Global 是些什么。
Ya, betul.
Berhormat Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Johari, Bintun Dato' Haji Abang Openg, our Premier Sarawak, as well as the Chairman of GPS, Yang Amat Berbahagia Puan Sri Dato' Ahmad Jumani, and thank you very much for wearing the yellow. Yang Berhormat Dato' Ahmad Awan Tengah, our Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Petinggi George Hans and Puan Sri Dato' Lona, Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Lee Kin Shing, Minister of Transport Sarawak, as well as Deputy Party President SUPP, as well as the Chair of SUPP Miri Sibuti Liaison, Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Zulaihi, Minister of Utilities, as well as Telecommunication, Yang Berhormat Dato' Sebastian Ting, our Party Secretary General, as well as the Deputy Minister for Tourism, Yang Berhormat Dato' Gerawat, and Yang Berhormat Mayor Eden, our SCPP Publicity Chief, and tonight organizing chair, Councillor Jeffrey Pan, Yang Berhormat Tan Sri, Nating, our comrades, 同志们, GPS component, and as well as our kawan-kawan dari SUPP, good evening, selamat malam, 大家晚上好。我爱沙拉叶哦，都是三列子女哦。Salam Sarawak Maju and Makmur, Salam Sarawakku Sayang, and Salam Sehati, and Salam Satu GPS. First, let me wish everybody a very happy Chinese New Year 2025, as well as a year of the wooden snake. 在这边祝福大家安康吉祥哦。因为为什么呢？要平安先哦，要有健康先哦。要不然的话呢，生病呢，在医院呢叫做什么？等我啥子哦？有人不懂得他讲，让他恭喜发财先。我说你恭喜发财呢，你没有健康呢，是医生发财哦。所以你要知道是求什么哦。好，祝福大家平安健康、吉祥如意，新年快乐啦！哎，这个新年呢，不跟人开心哦，跟你们开心要拿号码哦。所以新年呢，我们快乐了哈。And also, I mean, this year is a very extremely unusual Chinese New Year for Sarawak. Day one, we got floods in so many places and landslide in Miris, and our deepest sympathies and thoughts and prayers to all the victims. And we are always with you. And in Sarawak, not only a premier has been very generous, and we also have all the NGO stepping out and stepping forward to help each other. This is truly Sarawak's strength, the spirit of unity as a Sarawakian. And this is basically what is called climate change. Because not only Sarawak is having this flood, look at Los Angeles in US. 40,000 hectares being burnt. 40,000 hectares and there's no water. And I asked Land Survey, how big is 40,000 hectares? They said size of Kuching. The size of Kuching being burned to the ground with thousands of houses. That is climate change. And this is what Premier Amanjo talked about PCDS climate change. And when he talk about this, right, a lot of people still don't believe him more. So I want to congratulate Premier Amanjo not only for 8 years as our chief minister, right? For people severely underestimate you, and you prove them wrong. And that's why Sarawak today is so special. You know, now not only that, everyone thinks of Sarawak, now they don't dare to say Premier hot air. But they severely underestimate Premier, you know. Why? 44 years of experience in politics, 11 terms as Adung. Say CEO already. They didn't realize it. So, I mean, I thanks our Premier for the leadership and for guiding Sarawak to where we are today. I still remember Premier having one of the speech for the SCPP in this same dinner, Chinese New Year dinner in 2017, early February. And Premier at that point in time talking MA63. and people think that, let's see lah, But today, right, we not only MA63, Premier has talked about Sarawak first. Under Sarawak first, a lot of people forgot. What is Sarawak first? DBOS, Petros, Status, and Sarawak Pay. All these are under Sarawak first or TVS, Sarawak Coast Guide. All this has been proven to people, not just slogan. And apart from that, right, more importantly, apart from Sarawak first, Premier has said, we must develop Sarawak. How did Premier develop Sarawak? He always said, we must, like China, do roads and bridges, infrastructure, and we must have infrastructure. And today, our coastal is almost finished. Second tram road is almost finished. And all Sarawak funding, all Sarawak funding. I mean, last time we tengok saja. Now Sarawak own funding. And not only that, right? And Premier has always said that that is infrastructure. But what else are we going to do? We want to manage our money. What did Premier do? Sarawak Sovereignty Fund. And Premier has said on multiple occasions, we want to put all these government-linked company profitable under one Sarawak company. All this means leadership. For so many years, people don't realize it. And then we talk about PCDS. PCDS, right? During COVID, right? That's leadership by itself. You know why leadership by itself? Sarawak is the best in terms of the whole Malaysia, in terms of number of people who die, and in terms of number of cases. We still lost 3,000 Sarawakian, quite a sizable number. But the first year, we only had lost 16 people. And why? Because Premier decided to close the border. And the second year, when all this happened, what did Premier do? We must have our own vaccine. And that saves Sarawak. That's why today, right, you and me can dinner. Otherwise, right, you're not even here for dinner. I'm not sure that downstairs is better or not, lah. But all those who go there, right, never come back, lah. So I no chance to ask them. But tonight, we enjoy each other. But more importantly, when we worry about COVID, Premier talk about post-COVID. And that's how PCDS 2030 come around. PCDS 2030, Premier talk about number one, prosperity for everyone. Number two, talk about inclusivity. Number three, talk about environmental sustainability. All this flooding is environmental sustainability. And when I think I'm very sure Premier talk about environmental sustainability at that point in time, right? A lot of people still don't know what it means. Today, right? You see, that's why I said people severely underestimate our Premier. And then talk about prosperity. Today, not only those figures, not only our Dato' Sri Lee talk about 15.8 billion this year. Do you know what does it mean? 15.8 billion is 15 years of Penang government, 5 years of Selangor government. That's what it means. 2 years of Sarawak, right, is 30 years of Penang. 2 years of Sarawak is 10 years of Selangor. We are behind, no question about that. We need a lot of money. For us, for school, we need 5 billion. Sekolah Daif. For clinic Daif, we need 17 billion. But with those type of money coming through, right, Sarawak will definitely catch up. Not only catch up, we will overtake them. No question about that. That's why now everyone mata merah. And to those people who say, what have I get from prosperity? I mean, don't forget, adik kita $1,200. Anyone else has it? Penang has it or not? Selangor has it or not? Sabah has it or not? Tengok saja. Not only tengok saja, they get angry with us. They say, why you Sarawak give? Now you make us very hard. You gang leaders. And not only that, just now our Dato' Sri Lee talk about SCAS. SKAS. is not only 250 to 800 ringgit, it's 850,000 Sarawakian. 850,000 Sarawakian. You know, that is not a small amount. And that is quite a large number. And then people forget our over 60. I mean, you get 500 ringgit for senior citizen health benefits. Why? Because people, because our premier love you, want you to live longer so that you enjoy the success of Sarawak. So you guys must thank premier. No one else has this. Yang lain semua tengok saja. You don't believe, you go the other side lah. You know, so that's why premier now not only Mata Merah, everyone wants Sarawak IC, everyone wants Sarawak care. You know, Malaysia IC only has 3 types: care, age, and nothing. And nothing. You know, and what is care? Care stands for what? Jangan say kaya lah. My brother Richard Sin told me, never tell people you got money, otherwise they borrow money from you. And that's why until today, right, my father's Rolex, platinum watch, right, I never wear. You know, Richard also got one. I also got one. I asked Richard, why you don't wear? Hey, better don't wear. People borrow money from you. So we don't kaya. It's king. That is more important than kaya. Some IC says K. K stands for king. Sabah IC has what? H. H stands for what? Harap. Hope. You know, West Malaysia IC has what? Nothing. If anyone else at IC has any other alphabet, right, it's called fake IC. You know, it's not that we laugh at West Malaysia IC as being nothing, but it's better has no letters written on it. Why so many people wants to have a care? Because why people so many people wants to have a care? Because Sarawak is doing well. 10 years ago, why they don't want to care? They look down on us. Now when they don't want to care, they look out to us. But by 2030, it'll be a different Sarawak. What Premier has set out, I guarantee you a different Sarawak. So we must maintain a unity and political stability. So Premier, SUPP, we will support you as a Premier, and we are prepared for any eventuality. We will argue ngelaban. Because why? Because SUPP is a proven kawan. You know, we're not anai. We are proven kawan, and for 55 years together since 1970, right? And later on, together with GPS, we will make sure Sarawak political stability. And for all the rakyat, what do we need? We need to remain united. You know, we must be careful. People anai also. You know, we must prepare to be united. Because why? If the people always say that, we must share, we must check and balance. West Malaysia is so good check and balance until no one has majority, until no decision can be made. You know, so we must never mind. We do it Sarawak way. We are strong together, united together, and no need to be like West Malaysia, to be check and balance. Check and balance and until divided. You know, until tengok saja. We do it Sarawak way. And tonight, I just want to introduce Professor Dong. Because why? Because that related to Miri. Professor Dong, right, is a US trained doctors and trained in Princeton. But he is the world leaders in Chinese and Western medicines. You know, and he's a very famous oncologist. Normally in China, you want to see him, you won't have a chance. You know. And he has come here today to see how is the progress of the Kenyan Medical City and what we propose in terms of having Fudang Medical University. Fudang Medical University, right, is the one or two universities recognized by MNC. MNC only recognized Fudang Medical University and Shanghai Jiao Tung and the medium instruction in English. Why this is so important? Because I'm not sure you guys notice it or not. Over the last 5 years, Sarawak, the number of doctors not in Sarawak, in Malaysia also has decreased. But we are aging population more. Decrease the number of doctors registered, coming through and practice in Malaysia, decreased by 50%. Decreased by 50%. And we are aging. So we need to look after ourselves. And so that's why if very soon, hopefully everything's coming through and Premier witness it, Fudan University is top 30 in the world. Not a single university in Malaysia top 30. And they are top 30. And if when you sign, the medical school can't where? Miri. You know, all us in Kuching, tengok saja. And this is not an ordinary university, you know, and it's not only ordinary, it's the first time ever that a Chinese medical school ever leaves China. First time ever. So this shows that how important it is, and all these are part of our Malaysia Agreement 1963, our health autonomy. Because that is how important it is, and that's why YBKJs keluar sekejap say what? DG Sarawak. Funding given to Sarawak, let Sarawak manage. Manpower given to Sarawak, let Sarawak manage. Because healthcare we are aging, healthcare is very expensive, and Malaysia cannot afford it. You know, and that's why I'm very happy that part of the MA63 negotiation, Sarawak Medical Committee has established, and we will register our own doctors that practice in Sarawak. No need to wait for Malaysia. So we will continue to do that because health autonomy, education autonomy is part of Sarawak nation building. Sarawak now is a different era. We are nation building. So I urge all the Sarawakians, no matter where you are, it's time to play your role, do your part for Sarawak. The opportunity is now, and let's do it. You know, and so by 2030, it's not only a different Sarawak, it is the best in Malaysia and comparable to the best in ASEAN. Our home, Sarawak is your home, Sarawak is my home, Sarawak is our home. Let's do it together. Boleh kah? Not convinced. Boleh kah? That is better. You know, lastly, I want to thank our organizing committee. This year is headed by Senadin branch. They go on rotation. Piasau, Senadin, Pujuk, and headed by Councillor Jeffrey Pang for organizing tonight. And thank you very much. It's organizing dinner not easy. Looking for sponsorship is even harder. And the president here, no money. Ada hati bagus kalau you sakit jantung, come and see me. And let's play together for the year of snack. Everyone had the best of health and Sarawak maju and makmur. 所以我们12年呢，祝大家平安健康，祝沙拉叶前进不过呢前进大家为沙拉叶加油然后要记得虽然12年呢，你们不可以蛇不要抓不要讲12年乌拉悉尼乌拉山Snack is not for you to 乌拉 it's for Sarawak to maju and makmur and 大家一起来 hang on hoa jangan tengok saja Thank you.
Mohon yang berhormat Profesor kita untuk terus berada di atas pentas. Dan dengan ini majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan pengurusi kita iaitu yang dihormati Kaunselor Jeffrey Pang untuk mempersilakan yang berhormat Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, yang berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting Chu Yu, yang berhormat Mayor Adam dan juga Kaunselor yang berbagai Kaunselor Ong Ci untuk mempersilakan serta mengiringi Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak kita ke acara yang seterusnya, iaitu melengkapi tulisan kaligrafi bahasa Cina yang akan diselesaikan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak kita. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan.
那我们现在呢，就欢迎我们沙总理到台上来，为我们完成这个“团圆”这个字的这个书法。那么与此同时呢，也邀请
Dia perkataan bahasa Cina ini yang bermaksud perpaduan, di mana perpaduan inilah menyatukan kita rakyat Malaysia, Sarawak terutamanya, dan dengan perpaduan inilah maka wujudnya kemajuan, kemakmuran negeri Sarawak sempena pimpinan di bawah pimpinan Premier Sarawak kita.
那么呢，团圆呢，在华人这里呢，象征着家庭和谐、幸福美满。尤其是在春节呢，是家人相聚、共享温暖的这一个2个字。那么呢，今天沙拉越总理手写这一个团圆，这个我们完整这个团圆呢，也寓意着我们沙拉越一家团圆，然后沙拉越呢可以更加的团结。
Ya, kita tengah saksikan Premier Sarawak kita melengkapkan perkataan tuan ataupun yang bermaksud perpaduan, ya.
那我们现在来见证沙总理为我们完成“团圆”这一个字的一画，来，掌声送给我们的沙总理。
Ya, berikan tepukan yang gemuruh kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak kita kerana telah menyelesai perkataan tuan, itu tulisan kaligrafi bahasa Cina. Dan seterusnya kita akan mohon Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri itu Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zuhari bin Tun Datuk Haji Abang Openg Premier Sarawak kita untuk terus berada di atas pentas kerana beliau akan menyampaikan ucapan perasmian sempena Majlis Makan Malam Tahun Baru Cina 2025 ini.
那我们现在呢，就邀请我们沙拉越总理、拿督帕丁仪、丹斯里、阿邦佐哈里留在台上为我们致辞。
Dan majlis berakamkan ribuan terima kasih kepada kesemua tetamu-tetamu yang telah bersama-sama dengan Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak untuk melengkapi ataupun menyaksikan acara penyelesaian tulisan kaligrafi bahasa Cina tadi.
非常感谢刚刚我们的贵宾们呢，陪同我们沙总理完成“团圆”这个字。
Yang tanpa membuang masa, apa kata kalau kita beri tepukan gemuruh kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak kita?
那么掌声送给我们沙拉越总理。
谢谢。 Yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Amar Awang Tengah Timbalan Premier serta Yang berhormat Datuk Amar Profesor Dr. Sim yang juga Presiden SUPP. Yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Seri Lee Kim Shin, pengurusi untuk kawasan utara ini, serta Datin yang berbahagia Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Jo Chan serta Datin Petinggi Honorary President SUPP, yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Sri Julaihi Narawi, Menteri Utiliti dan Telekomunikasi, yang berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting, Sekretari Jeneral SUPP, yang juga Timbalan Menteri Pelancongan, seterusnya yang berhormat Timbalan Menteri Datuk Gerawat, ahli-ahli yang berhormat, dan Mayor kita yang berhormat Dami, saudara penganjur, Kaunselor George Pang, ahli-ahli SUPP, seterusnya para hadirin yang saya hormati sekalian. Selamat malam, Tan Chow, Wong Sun Hao, dan salam Sarawak maju dan makmur. Pertama saya mengucap setinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada SUPP Bahagian Miri ini kerana menjemput saya dan juga Puan Sri Dato' Amar bersama-sama merayakan Tahun Baru Cina tahun 2025. Dengan itu saya mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan Kong Hei Fai Chai Chin Yan Kaula. Tahun ini nampaknya kita dihujani dengan hujan. From the 29th, we receive a lot of water. Ada orang percaya bahawa hujan ini membawa rezeki. Hopefully our revenue this year 2025 will be more than 2024. Namun demikian, ia telah juga menjejaskan sedikit perayaan kita kerana rakan-rakan kita terjejas dengan air banjir. So much so that Miri had that incident of landslide and we lost some of our sisters and brothers. And I had the opportunity this morning to see the site, and we had a visit to the General Hospital together with Dato' Amar Professor Sim, Dato' Amar Ong Tengah, and Dato' Lee Kim Shin and the rest. And we offer our condolence to the family, while at the same time we are with them, and whatever assistance we can give, we give to the victims, including those assisted by Datuk Petinggi George Chan at the Miri Rest Crescent. Thank you, Datuk Petinggi, for allowing them to be there. Not only Miri, but Bintulu was also affected. Tatau was affected, and part of Kuching was also affected, and some of our Ulu areas. So much so, the government, GPS, had committed to give extra 10 million to our state disaster committee on top of the fund that they have. In other words, we are trying our best to assist our fellow Sarawakian in the face of this hardship. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the spirit that we have in Sarawak. We help each other. And whatever available assistance, we extend our assistance to all Sarawakians who are affected, just like during the COVID-19. What is important is that we have the means to help. If you don't have the means to help, you chuck up only. But now I think we have the means to help people. Not only during hard times, but also during the good times. The good times, we spend our money to develop our state. The story, the narrative by Lee Kim Shin and Professor Sim is not the success of me alone. It's the success of GPS for transforming Sarawak, of which SUPP is a common component party. We work together. Miri, for instance, I think Datuk Petinggi George can verify about the Miri pot. It was law outstanding to build the pot. But now we have the means to build the pot. We build this Miri pot, become deep sea pot. Bukan lagi pot kecil-kecil. Oh. Then you can see from the picture that once we build that tunnel, it seems that itu pun grow. Itu tanah pun grow. You just imagine you have, a tunnel with large area of land that you can transform into commercial area and facing the sea. And this is something premium. While at the same time, you can build marina there to get the cruise, to berth in Miri. The moment the cruise berth, dia banyak pelancong datang, they will go on shore. Kerana cruise ini selalunya malam dalam kapal, siang hari dia jalan to see the places that they visit. Kalau Miri, dia datang Miri, dia ada 2 UNESCO. Satu Mulu, satu Niah. That one become an attraction to Miri by itself. And the cruise tourists, they can end their destination here. They can join anywhere during that cruise. But they also can end their visit in Miri, and then they will spend money in Miri. Because this hinterland has the richest culture, budaya dia, kaya, Baram area, as well as Sibuti area. Mind you, that area, mana tahu besok ada orang invest mau buat golf course. Nanti orang Korea pun datang sini. Main golf course. You know why I have confidence in this? Because we are going to have our own airline. Kita ada airline sendiri. Then from the Korean Jeju Island, they can fly. We fly from Jeju Island here to Miri and let them play golf in Miri. And then nanti dia pun buat hotel. Mana you tahu? Korean want to build hotel here, small hotel lah. Muat lawan sama Tan Siling lah, hotel sama hotel. What I'm saying here is we build this infrastructure for Miri. And Miri has to be developed in a structured manner. During Tun Taib's era, George Chan's era, they have laid down the foundation. Miri become a city, Miri city. Now, our generation to add value to the city in a modern and digital way. I welcome Fudan to come over here because there you are going to teach both Western and Eastern medicine. Sarawak is rich in biodiversity. We have all the plants. And these plants that we have is a source for the Eastern medicine. Dia campur lah. I used to pergi Sing Se punya kedai. Dia ada, the weight there. They put something there and then they weigh it. Macam itu balance lah, bukan macam dacing, tidak. Dia tidak macam dacing. Dia lain sikit. So, dia ada panjang, and then dia ada a bit of weight there, and they place the makan itu ubat sana, and then they weigh it. Saya pun ada belajar lah itu sama Singse. And this Singse plus doctor, for all you know, you have, prescription for modern disease. Sometimes modern disease dia tidak ikut modern style. There's something unique there. Cancer pun something unique. I went to Samsung Logic. Say cancer, they want to treat based on targeted treatment. But then that cancer punya virus tu, kalau dia ada betul ubat, that virus can mati. And the ubat can be both natural as well as modern Western ubat. I went to one clinic, I was given the opportunity to officiate our UNIMAS, the first phase of our university hospital. And there is this device, doctor, where the device, you just scan. That device can scan your body. And then this device, through AI, can analyze your sickness, what you suffer, and then the AI assists to give the solution to that sickness, even to the extent of giving prescription. When I see that one, I think the doctors will be out of job. Because this device take over the function of doctor. But sometimes, though AI is there, AI also depends on the input that you give. And that's where the solution comes in. I was with Joe Chan the other day. I was talking to Joe Chan. There is a book called The Last Invention, End of Human Era. Meaning, through AI, the function of human will be taken over by machines. And it is going to happen. And with that scenario, what we are going to do for us, we identify our strength. Sarawak's strength is in energy, because this device can only be operated if there is power. Otherwise, the AI cannot function without power. We have the power. 2, we have the indigenous plant that can become a source for us to do research on medicine. 3, we have people that can be trained. You want to use Mandarin? We have people who can speak Mandarin. You want to use English? We have people who can speak English. You need people who can speak Bahasa? We speak Bahasa. Sarawakian are multilingual people. That's why our policy, we still retain English, while at the same time we recognize UEC. Those who come from UEC, if you are eligible to enter any Sarawak university, you go. Even the fees are free from GPS. In other words, we have the human resource, we have our strength in biodiversity, and now we don't encourage people to potong kayu because that become carbon storage because of climate change. Now we cannot predict ini. Besok hujan ke tidak pun cannot predict. But what is important is this. we have the means to analyze where we are and take the opportunity for us to move forward. I must thank my colleagues in the cabinet and also our supporters, our party, for their unity and solidarity. So much so that Sarawak tidak ada banyak kacauan. Tidak banyak kacau, kita tidak ada bigots, extreme, you know, like tonight lah. Everybody ada lah sini tonight. Though it's Chinese New Year, the non-Chinese pun banyak New Year. I was telling our friends, every 2 months kita ada raya. Ini Chinese New Year, come to February the 1st tomorrow, and then April we got Hari Raya. 2 months saja. Datang lagi sini, makan lagi. And then after that 2 months you got Gawai, June. And then after that, I don't know lah, orang ada sebut, after this raya, what raya? I said, pilihan raya lah, but I don't know when. But what I'm saying here is, this is our culture, we develop our culture, at the same time we move forward. Thank God, from 5 to 6 billion, now is 14.2 billion. In the day one, I told our day one that our revenue 2024 would be about 14 billion. Then close account, 31st December 2024. Actually, it is more than 14. 14.2 billion revenue we got. Then 2025, see what happened. See what happened. So because of that, I think what we do, we just concentrate on the development of the whole state, while we also see the strength of each area. Miri has the strength in culture, in tourism, as well as in the export of our basic commodities, including palm oil. God willing, this year, Adong will produce gas. Gas is methane. Methane has hydrogen because methane is CH4. Carbon plus hydrogen. And we can split that hydrogen, and that hydrogen will become a source for us to produce power. Then by 2027, Miri will produce 500 megawatt of power from gas turbine. We are building it now, and the gas can be a source of power in the new power plant produced by Mitsubishi. And then, you know, now there is a technology where the gas, methane, hydrogen, you get hydrogen, you mix with carbon, you produce synthetic gas, synthetic methane. And this methane again can produce power, and perhaps, mungkin no, this one can replace nuclear reactor, particularly what they call modular nuclear reactor. Nuclear ini dia mau uranium. Uranium not easy to get. But kita Sarawak banyak hydrogen. Bukan saja methane, we have hydrogen from our water. H2O. In other words, what I'm saying here is we are rich in power. So much so the Prime Minister invited me to have meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Ishida, and we are working with the Japanese to produce ammonia. And ammonia is going to be the fuel of the marine industry. Now we are producing methanol. Next is green methanol. Third is ammonia. And this is very important for us. On top of that, I must thank the federal government, the Prime Minister, for his agreement that Sarawak has petros to be the sole gas aggregator in Sarawak. Meaning you buy and sell gas. We distribute gas. So in other words, we also control hydrogen lah. Itu mana boleh hydrogen, dia mau ada metallurgy lah. But we have to train our people in the petrochemical industry. Having said that, your Greater Miri actually is a roadmap. Next year, actually this year, we are going to start the construction of road, beginning from Miri to upgrade the existing road to Marudi Bridge. We have delivered Marudi Bridge already. Kita janji, kita kasih. Ada orang janji, tidak kasih. Tapi GPS janji, kasih. Then, from Marudi Bridge, we will build a road right to that loop to Long Terawan and Long Iman. That will connect Long Lama also and connect to Awang Tengah punya region, Lawas, Lembang to Gunung Muda. And that means from that road, you link to Sabah Sarawak Link Road, and also from that you link to Belaga and Penbonyo. Sekarang semua Sarawak sudah connected. You just imagine the hinterland that we have. That will become an economic zone for this Greater Miri. Besides, we have to upgrade our Subis area because Niah is already a UNESCO park. Jadi Miri ni semua ada. Kerek kanan ada. Left, right you got. So the only thing is Miri has to maintain your solidarity, your unity beside the proposed Kanyalang project. And therefore, with this sort of roadmap, I'm talking about biodiversity because the rich biodiversity is still in Baram. All the plants are there. Remember, I was asked by the late Tun Taib to look after the Penan. That's why I know that area. Orang Penan kalau snack, ini year of snack. Kalau snack pot itu patok, bitten by snack, they know which plant to heal that particular part. Dia bukan doktor, tapi dia tahu. In other words, these are the people that can be trained, and at the same time, you have the biodiversity, which becomes a lot of sources for us in medical field. So in other words, again, Miri memang mau jadi smart city. Bus pun sudah smart. orang pun smart. Kalau bas smart, orang tidak smart susah. Dewan tengok saja. Tapi kalau ada orang smart, the infrastructure smart, then Miri become a reference point for the new era of digitalization. So with that, I hope the year 2025 and towards 2030, Miri will be prosperous, and we also allow foreigners to come in, and I hope that by then we got all the infrastructure already. Not only hardware, but even the software. The banks are there already. We have our own development bank for our infrastructure. We have our own majority share in a commercial bank. Now, tidak lama lagi lah, we have own our airline. The ports are all us, power are us, semua sudah ada lah. Semua sudah ada. The only thing is for us to drive it. I'm sure Kim Shin and the team can drive the Miri greater city for the future of Miri. Kong Hee Fa Chai. Thank you very much.
Mohon yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak untuk terus berada di atas pentas, dan dengan ini majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan yang dihormati Konselor Pang, pengurusi penganjur kita, untuk mempersilakan serta mengiringi yang berhormat Datuk Seri Lee Kim Shin, untuk mempersilakan yang berhormat Datuk Amah Profesor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, dan juga yang berhormat Datuk Amah Haji Awang Tengah Haliasan serta semua tetamu kehormat kita untuk berada di atas pentas bagi menyaksikan acara penyampaian cenderamata kepada yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak kita. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan.
那么现在呢，我们大会呢将会送这个纪念品给我们的沙总理，那么就会由我们的筹委会主席以及各位贵宾陪同。
Dan kita akan saksikan yang berhormat Datuk Seri Lee Kim Shin akan menyampaikan cenderamata kenang-kenangan kepada yang amat berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Haji Abang Openg Premier Sarawak, iaitu sebuah ataupun kaligrafi tulisan Cina yang telah beliau selesaikan tadi, yang telah diframekan sebagai tanda kenangan. Dipersilakan.
那么这个很特别的纪念品呢，就是刚刚我们沙总理为我们完成了这个团结的这个字。那么这个字呢，刚刚说了，就是代表着在我们华人里呢是寓意着一家团圆，那么大家和睦相处的一个字。那么在给我们沙捞越来说呢，就是我们大家各族的一个团结，以及我们人民的一个 团结，一个合作，让我们沙捞越更上一层楼。
Ya, itulah dia perkataan Tuan yang bermaksud kata orang perpaduan yang menyatukan kita di bawah pimpinan yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak kita, dengan ada kemajuan Sarawak terus maju di bawah pimpinan yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak kita. Bagi tepukan yang gemuruh untuk yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak kita.